Hello, and welcome back to the GCP-Mindset channel, where we discuss all things related to clinical research. Today, we are diving into an essential topic: medical devices in clinical research. From simple tools like thermometers to cutting-edge technologies like pacemakers and surgical robots, medical devices play a crucial role in modern healthcare. But before these devices reach hospitals and clinics, they must go through rigorous clinical trials to ensure their safety and effectiveness. So, how are medical devices classified? What regulations must they comply with? And what are the best practices for ensuring safety in clinical trials? Let's break it all down step by step.
Welcome to the GCP-Mindset channel and all topics on clinical research.
Let us start with understanding what medical devices are. Medical devices come in many forms, ranging from non-invasive tools like bandages and thermometers to high-risk implantable devices such as artificial heart valves and defibrillators. Depending on their function and level of risk, medical devices fall into different regulatory categories. Non-invasive devices operate externally without penetrating the body. Invasive devices, on the other hand, enter the body partially or entirely, requiring higher scrutiny due to potential risks. Active devices need an external power source, making them subject to strict safety checks. Understanding these categories is crucial because each classification determines the level of regulatory oversight, clinical evaluation, and post-market surveillance required. Now, let's explore software as a medical device. With the rise of digital health technologies, software itself can be classified as a medical device. This is what we call software as a medical device, or SAMD. Unlike traditional medical devices, SAMD operates independently from hardware and is used for diagnosis, treatment recommendations, and patient monitoring. For example, AI-driven imaging software that assists radiologists in detecting diseases is considered a medical device. So are mobile applications that help diabetes patients track glucose levels and receive personalized treatment recommendations. Regulatory agencies like the FDA, EMA, and TGA ensure that SAMD meets safety and effectiveness standards. As artificial intelligence and machine learning become more integrated into healthcare, the future of SAMD looks promising, offering even more sophisticated real-time patient monitoring and data-driven clinical decision support. Medical device safety is fundamental in clinical trials, so let's discuss how it is ensured. Ensuring medical device safety in clinical trials is a top priority because any failure or malfunction can lead to serious harm. For example, in 2010, a widely used implantable heart device had to be recalled due to faulty wiring, which led to unnecessary shocks or complete device failure. Such incidents emphasize the importance of strict pre-trial testing, continuous monitoring, and regulatory compliance. In Europe, the Medical Device Regulation, MDR, sets strict safety requirements, while in the US, the FDA's 21 CFR Part 812 regulates investigational device exemptions. These frameworks ensure that before any medical device enters the market, it is rigorously evaluated for design safety, proper usage, and long-term reliability. To prevent safety risks, clinical trials incorporate pre-trial testing, real-time monitoring, and post-market surveillance. Investigators and sponsors are responsible for reporting adverse events. If a serious adverse event, or SAE, occurs, investigators must report it to the sponsor. Sponsors, in turn, must report serious adverse device effects, known as SADEs, to regulatory authorities within 2 to 7 days, depending on the severity. Training also plays a crucial role in ensuring device safety. If medical personnel are not properly trained, mistakes can lead to serious patient risks. That's why regulatory bodies emphasize not just the safety of the device itself, but also the competency of those using it. What about cases where clinical investigations are not mandatory? Not all medical devices require full-scale clinical investigations before market approval. According to MDCG 2023, there are exemptions for certain implantable and Class 3 medical devices. For example, if a manufacturer modifies an already approved device and demonstrates equivalence, a full clinical trial may not be necessary. Similarly, if a device was previously lawfully marketed under older regulations, manufacturers may rely on existing clinical data rather than conducting new investigations. However, Even when exemptions apply, manufacturers must still conduct post-market clinical follow-up, PMCF studies, to continuously monitor the safety and performance of their devices. Let's talk about legacy devices and MDR compliance. Legacy devices are medical devices that were approved under older regulations, the MDD, but have not yet undergone recertification under the MDR. For these devices to continue being sold in the EU, manufacturers must comply with the new MDR requirements before the transition deadlines. This transition process involves updating technical documentation, conducting additional testing, and strengthening post-market surveillance. There's also an increased focus on clinical data requirements, meaning manufacturers must collect more comprehensive evidence to support the safety and performance of their devices. A major challenge is that the notified bodies responsible for issuing new certifications are overwhelmed. It is estimated that by the end of 2024, around 22,000 certificates have expired, leading to delays and backlogs. Recognizing these challenges, the European Commission extended transition deadlines for certain legacy devices, but only if manufacturers meet specific conditions. This extension provides more time for compliance, but also reinforces the need for manufacturers to act quickly and efficiently. Finally, let's go over some key takeaways for clinical research professionals. If you're working in medical device clinical trials, here are some practical steps to ensure compliance and safety. 1. Stay informed about changing regulations. MDR and FDA requirements are constantly evolving, so it's essential to keep up to date. 2. Prioritize patient safety at every stage. Rigorous testing and continuous monitoring are non-negotiable. 3. Ensure proper training for all personnel handling medical devices to minimize errors. 4. Implement post-market surveillance to track long-term safety and performance. 5. Seek expert guidance when transitioning from MDD to MDR compliance. Understanding medical devices in clinical research isn't just about following regulations. It's about ensuring that every device introduced into the market is safe, effective, and improves patient care. Medical devices are a cornerstone of healthcare, and their development must follow strict safety and regulatory standards. Whether we are discussing classification, software as a medical device, exemptions from clinical investigations, or legacy device compliance, every step in the process ensures that patients receive safe and effective treatments. If you found today's video helpful, don't forget to follow us for more insights into clinical research and medical device regulations. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in the future, let us know. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.